video I'm going to show you how I teach the rear foot target. Actually, this is the same way as I teach the backup, because it gives you a really straight backup, and then you can fade out the rear foot target, and the dog's not going to go sideways, because if you teach the backup without a rear foot target, the dog is going to back up sideways most of the time. And yeah, this is how to fix it if you already met this issue. So first of all, before we do any backup, we should do some rear end awareness exercise, because dogs are really not good at feeling their hind legs, maneuvering with their hind legs. That's why those tricks are mostly expert tricks, because dogs are not good at that. And if you want to do any dog sports with your dog, it's really useful to start with the so-called side step drill exercise. I call it the elephant, but whatever. It's in the intermediate list as a side step drill. So I'm going to use it with a paw pod, just because I have one. But when I didn't have one with Dougal, I used this thing, which is a dishwasher bowl, I think, or something like that. But you can do it with anything, so depending on your dog size. It helps if it is rounded, but it doesn't even necessarily it has to be rounded. So I'm going to show you first how to do that one, so the side step drill exercise. Then I show you how to teach the rear foot target. And if you want to progress further with the rear foot target and fade out the target, to have a backup without the rear foot target, that's entirely up to you. Then you just need to practice it a little bit more. But I think that at the beginning the target is really useful for this exercise. This is the first step of teaching the elephant trick. You lure the dog on this little pod, and then you're gonna treat. You can shape it as well. So you treat on the pod, so it becomes really natural. Sometimes you just throw the treat away and test whether they come back on the pod. And once she's on the pod, then you just start to step sideways, so they stay opposite of you. Or you can try to lure them with a treat in a circle, but make sure that their feet is going to stand on that pod. So this is actually how they learn to use their hind feet, because dogs are not really good in using their back feet. So this is the very first step I would do. So once your dog is pretty good at the elephant trick, try to build a channel for them. I used my table and my sofa. The channel should be a bit wider than shoulder wide, so the dog cannot really turn around in it. And then use something. I use a wobble cushion, but you can use anything that has a different texture than the ground. So that's going to be your target. Now I'm going to get the dog and continue the video. So you put the dog into the channel, and then either lure them backwards or just try to push them backwards. And as soon as their back feet hits the mark that you put there, you click mark and reward. I like to reward several times for holding the position, but at the beginning only a half a second touch should earn a reward. So work on the duration later. So then you just click for the back feet touching the target mark. As I said, first it only should be half a step, and then you can a bit increase the distance, so the dog will needs actively seek for the mark. And once your dog is pretty good at that, you can try to remove one side of the channel. That's what I'm going to do now. So I removed one side of the channel, I removed the table, and now she should back up, back up. Now she should back up on the wobble cushion again. Obviously, with unexperienced dogs, once you remove one side of the channel, decrease the criteria, so go back to really short distances, and don't too much for not hitting the mark, and then you can increase it again. Yeah. And once your dog is reliably doing that, we normally say that the success rate should be 80% before you proceed. So once your dog hit the target 80% of the time, you can try to remove the other side of the channel as well. I'm going to show you that one as well. Right, so I removed the other side of the channel as well, so there is nothing around the wobble cushion. So that's why I'm coming closer as well, to make it easier for the dog. We are aiming for success. So you can see that she really does know what I'm trying to teach her, and she's seeking with her hind leg to the wobble cushion. You can always test it by calling the dog away and resetting again. Now she's overstepped it, but I already clicked, that's why I treated. I'm resetting her with a hand touch. That's why you hear a click when she's touching my hand. So I show her the hand touch signal, and that's how I reset her. And I like to treat for the hand touch every time, because I use it so often with the clicker training. So I really want that to be a really reliable behavior. Right, I hope this was helpful. If not, if you have any questions, just pop them in the comment below, and happy training.